All right, good morning. 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern. Picking up here in Ohio, Southern Ohio, going up to St. Mary's, PA. Just a little short one. 280 miles. We got two pieces, 1,500 pounds. And we're ready to roll, man. This time, I believe I'm going to be out here until Christmas. Try and be home like the day before New Year's. I'm going to try to be home the day before Christmas Eve. So, let's see if we can roll consistently till then. Let's go. Alright guys, so we delivered our load to PA, St. Mary's. Then I shot back a little towards Ohio, picked up a load out of PA, going down to Phillipsburg, PA, 150 miles. So we're on the second, I guess you can call it technically the second run of the day, and we'll be done with this by about somewhere between 3 and 4. So we will try for a third. Fingers crossed. Alright guys, so we're loaded. We have one piece, 50 pounds. May not even be that much. It's like 4 plastic lawn chair type deals that's going someplace to be load tested. 300 miles. Supposed to deliver tomorrow morning, but we're going to see if we can get it off today. That's the hopes, is that we can then get back out of Buffalo, because going to Buffalo, not a big fan of going to Buffalo. There's stuff kind of near there, but you're within like 2 hours of all kinds of stuff. So we'll be okay either way. So it is 12:18 p.m. Eastern. As I said, this is supposed to deliver. I got that all jacked up, looking all that way and shit, man. Up here, man. Up here. Supposed to deliver at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. I booked this last night actually, and I booked it because I thought I was going to have some things to take care of during the day, so that's why I was just wanting to have something pre-booked, but didn't go that way, but still have this load. Anyhow, let me get this stuff sent in, let me get on the road, and there's nothing else. Alright, good evening. We are at 6:35 Eastern. We are in Buffalo, New York at our delivery point. There's a few people in there, but I spoke with somebody on the phone earlier asking if somebody would be here, and he said that their receiving team leaves at 4:30, that I'd have to unload at 8 o'clock in the morning. You know, I'm sitting here struggling with wanting to go back there and see if somebody will take this off, because I literally have like 4 lawn chairs, like less than 50 pounds. I mean, you lift them right off there, take them right in there. But I don't want to do it because the guy I spoke with, you know, he obviously runs the show here, and he said that couldn't drop it off. Obviously, he knows that people would be here or not, so if they did take it, I don't want there to be any shit. I don't want to mess anything up with the broker, the customer, anything like that. So I'm choosing to leave that one alone, which, you know, there are people that, you know, drivers, obviously when you get out here, you start, you know, you have delivery times. They're giving you protect times is what I call them. You can call them appointment times, whatever. There are differences in the times you're given. Like there's a protect time, which means you have to have it there by a certain time, no later than. Then there's sometimes that it's an appointment time. Like this one, it didn't say there was an appointment time, but it has for the protect time tomorrow morning. So, you know, when you get out here, you're wondering like, oh man, do I have to hold on to it? Like I'm sitting here 6:30 tonight, so I'm gonna be sitting here for, you know, over 12 hours to unload this, when there's people in there, and I want to go in there and say, hey man, can you take this off? It's a piece of cake. I can just lift it off myself. Don't need a tow motor. Don't need nothing. And so most of the time you can do that. So you have to make kind of judgment calls, and that's the call I'm making on this one, is just that I'm not willing to take the chance of, you know, messing something up with the broker or customer and just to try and get something off early, because it's 6:30. Chances are I ain't going to get nothing else today anyhow, especially up in Buffalo. I'm going to move down south of here, you know, so I'm not really benefiting anything spectacular to risk that. So for any of you that have ever had that question, that are new to this or whatnot, and thinking about if you can deliver early, because I've been asked that many times. It's been in the comments. Many of you have probably seen that question. You guys that drive have probably been asked that question. And most of the time, I have no problem trying. Like, if I had not spoke to that guy on the phone earlier, then I would go in there and try. You know, if I had not spoke to that guy. But since I spoke to him and he seemed like he was in charge, I'm not going to, you know, try to piss him off and negatively affect something for us down the road. But, yeah, so I am going to get situated back here. I got some dinner heating up in the Hot Logic. Just going to chill out for the night, man. I'm going to try to put together some videos, edit some videos. I got some paperwork I need to take care of. That's pretty much it, man. I'm just going to try to use my time constructively and productively, and, you know, yeah, quit procrastinating on some of these things. So let me get off here. Alright, guys. So this is the back of my van right now, as I'm just chilling back here, waiting to unload in the morning. Not giving you a van tour, just giving you a van glance. That's just my diesel heater cranking. It's my load tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, it's 6 lawn chairs. But yeah, I mean, this is what I'm doing, man. Got my food cooking in the Hot Logic. Got my empty jug. That's my pee jug, dog. It's my pee jug. But yeah, this is it, man. Can you do this? Can you do this? All right. Good morning, almost afternoon.
Take the next left onto Kinsman Road.
So we are loaded. Got our next load. Picking up out of Ohio. We are going over to Illinois. 528 miles, I believe it is. 28, 23, somewhere in there. We
In 800 feet, turn
scheduled for tomorrow drop, but it says they're open 24/7. It's about a 9-hour and some drive. I got to stop by the house real quick. So I'll get there tonight, 10-ish, 11-ish, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Take the next right onto Ohio, 528
And we're going to be just outside of the Chicago area. So if we get unloaded tonight, we got a slight possibility of getting a load tonight. If not, pre-booking something for first thing tomorrow. So really happy about that. I've been staying moving pretty steady. Still looking for that Laredo load, man. I just kind of, as I said, I just kind of want to stretch the legs and go down to a little bit of warm weather. But doing good at the moment, so I also don't want to break that up just to go to Laredo. Like, if I go to Laredo, it's still going to be for a decent pay. I'm not going to go down there just for the shit sake of going there. Especially since I'm making pretty decent money on these runs I've been doing. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get down to the house, stop at the house real quick, and then mosey on over to Galesburg, I believe it is. Galesburg, Illinois. So I'll let you guys in a bit. Alright, guys, we are unloaded. It is 10:35 Eastern. We got offloaded, and the Laredo run, I didn't get Laredo. I got Brownsville. Pick up at 9 o'clock Central in the morning, going down to Brownsville for a Saturday afternoon delivery. So it's working out so far, right? Hopefully we can get out of there. If not, I'm not gonna sit down there and dick around in Brownsville. It'll be Saturday. I'll probably give it the rest of the day Saturday, and if I don't get anything, start heading up out of there Saturday night. Be all the way up out of Texas by Monday. That's what I got to do. So, all right, I'm gonna get this paperwork sent in. I got to get some gas. Then I got about a 2.5-3 hour trip to go pick up. It's like 170, 170 miles, I think, somewhere in that neighborhood. 1576 on the mileage, I think, loaded miles. So, all right, let me get this done. Holler. All right, good morning. It is 8:57 Eastern. I am in Central Time right now. I have a pickup, 9 a.m. Central. 6 minutes down the road. We're going to go down there, see if we can get it now. If not, sit there until it's ready. We got plenty of time on this load, so no rush to get it loaded. As I said, it picks up 9 a.m. this morning, Central. It delivers 1500, which is 3 o'clock p.m. Central in Texas on Saturday. So 1,508 miles in a little over 2 days. That's like cake. I'll be there sometime tomorrow evening, night. Don't know if they'll be open. More than likely not. Border towns usually aren't open much past 5. So, I'm all situated. I'm ready to go. We can go over there and see if we can get this. All right, update. When I got here this morning, said I was supposed to pick up at 9. I go in there and I checked in, and he said it'll be 11:30 or 12. He says, we emailed them and told them. Okay, no problem. So I went down the road, went to a quick trip, got some breakfast, used the restroom, went outside, grabbed a little bit more of a nap, maybe a half hour, 45 minutes. It's now 11:23 Central, or 11:25 Central. Just checked in again. Says it's going to be about a half hour. So I'm okay with it. Like I said, there is no rush. I mean, I'm going to be there first thing Saturday, no matter what. At the very latest. I should still be there tomorrow night. But, thought I seen the door open. Good thing about this is if it ends up being another half hour and it goes past noon Central, now we got a full hour of, at least a 1 full hour of detention. So, a few more bucks to be made, right? Doesn't hurt anything as far as in service, getting another load. Nothing like that at the moment. Yeah. Some people would be freaking out. It's amazing. It's amazing some of the stuff that we deal with out here that can throw people like all off their square, man. Like, they'd be acting like this is the end of the world. Now, this would be more of an issue if, say, I was expected to pick up tonight at say 9 o'clock, and then they end up telling me midnight. You know, I've done, and then, you know, I'm needing to drive all night, or it's a direct run, you know, something like that. If it's a direct run, there ain't a lot of time or something, or you've kind of arranged your sleep pattern to fit the load in the pickup time, and then they throw it off by several hours, or they don't want to give you the time on the other end, on the delivery end, and they're trying to act like they're not going to give those hours to you. But I think this guy's going to be pulling in here. Is he? You need this spot? He said another van will be pulling in here. That was just a FedEx ground. But yeah, I mean, it's very rare. Like, if I ever get like really thrown off by something that's going on, it's usually because I'm tired. That's usually the biggest thing. Other than that, like I said, it's no big deal. But as I said, I've heard guys talk about stuff like this, and they can be like, "Oh man, I went in there and they told me they kind of snapped at me, man. They said it was going to be 11:30 or 12." I'm like, "Well, I was told 9 o'clock." Well, I mean, we emailed him. Well, look, I got 9 o'clock. I got 9 o'clock, man. Not realizing, like, especially if this place is saying that they emailed the broker, like, this is the most important person in the chain of events, you know, in the chain of command of things. So you need to be acting right about that stuff. There was a guy Border to Beaches Chip, he did a video yesterday talking about professionalism, something to that effect, but basically going in there and carrying yourself right. And it's right. I mean, it's true. I've always tried to do it because, again, like when you're at the shipper, like you acting like an ass here can get it to where you don't ever come back. Now, you might be that kind of asshole that thinks, well, I don't want to go back there again. Well, what about all the other guys that are with the same carrier you're with? You know? My ball in this guy. Nope. He's just dropping off the package and going. So, what about all the other drivers that can be prevented from coming here? Or, you know, that broker may be like, hey, I'm not using them again. No way, man. Guy came in there flipping out on the customer, and customer flipping out on us, and you know, they don't understand the chain of command of things, how that can affect the trickle effect of that, you know. Yeah, it ain't no big deal. Go in there. You know, if somebody's being an asshole to you, you know, what I found out, I've always said, like, as long as they're not, like, cussing at me, I can tolerate it. Like, that's the biggest thing that'll push my buttons is when you talk to me like I'm a child, or you're trying to talk down to me, I start getting in some kind of way. I start moving off my square. Now, I've always kept that in check. There's been once or twice it's really come close. But again, what's kept me is the fact that it affects more than just me if I flip out on these people. But normally, if they're being assholes or something, I ask them. I've asked them before. I've just said, hey, you having a bad day? Like, you know, everything all right? And most of the time, they'll usually kind of check themselves. And some of them even say, like, yeah, man, I'm freaking dealing with such and such. Or, nah, man, it ain't you. It's just, you know, I'm you know, got this going on. So, it always serves you best to keep an even keel. And, you know, like I mentioned in the guy's video where he's talking about be professional. I mean, you are a business. You are a business entity, even as an owner-operator, even as a driver for a fleet owner. You are still your own business. You're an independent contractor. That means you are your own entity. So carry yourself accordingly. Yeah, that's all I wanted to mention, man. No big deal. Like I said, got about a half hour, they say. We'll get this loaded up, get them down the road. I'm good. I'm golden. How are you? Alright, guys, so we're loaded.
Continue on North Wright Street for 3/4.
They got us loaded about 15 minutes before noon. Still going to request that 45 minutes past the 2 hours. See if they give us anything or not. But showing driving straight through. 9:59 a.m. tomorrow morning. So, figuring you had a couple of hours on there for stops and traffic. Say 3 hours on there. So we're at about 1 o'clock. I'm going to get a full night's sleep. So we'll probably wind up down there around 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow night, depending on how much I lollygag, because we're going to go by Buc-ee's. Yeah, we're going to have to make that stop at Buc-ee's, right? So, see how that plays out. Yeah, tentatively, I'm looking to be down there around 8 o'clock tomorrow night. So, see how that works out. See how close I am.